So we're living through the AI takeover. So get straight into it, shall we? So the EU, the European Union, and Canada map out interoperable digital ID wallets. So the European Union and Canada are turning their digital partnership into concrete work on interoperable digital ID wallets using a new memorandum of understanding on digital credentials and trust services to frame cross-border pilots and standards alignment. So this is the digital beast system taken form, the new world order, the new AI world order. Look how fast it is moving. So it was just 3 years ago, ChatGPT was launched, and from ChatGPT's launch to this year now, we have AI taken over governments, nations, digital IDs, digital wallets. We have the robot army ready to launch. Yes, J7 says, hey fam, scary times. So this is just in the news now. Canada and the European Union are working on interoperable digital ID wallets. So if you go to the Government of Canada website, this was just signed on December 8th, 2025 in Montreal, Quebec. Canada and the European Union to deepen their collaboration on artificial intelligence and digital credentials and trust services. Jeez, I told you this was coming. So yeah, all right on schedule. Look, it's December 8th. This is what we're witnessing and living through is the new world order, the digital new world order, the AI beast that will rule this grid. I got to show you some decodes because what I have might be better explained with gematria. Okay, so the AI takeover, which equals 666, 666, we should all know what the number of the beast is. This number right here, 603 score and 666, for the AI takeover. So the AI takeover also equals in another cipher. So the Satanic cipher, 666, and in the Sumerian cipher is 1266. So if you go from September 11th, 2001, fast forward 1266 weeks for the AI takeover, it lands on Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Tuesday, December 16th, 2025 is next week, Tuesday. We are less than a week away from what the numbers are telling us is the AI takeover of the complete and entire world. Right? The AI takeover. So the numbers don't lie. We have been on point. We haven't had to apologize for anything being wrong because everything has been exactly as we have predicted for years in advance. So now the AI takeover, you can't, it's irrefutable. It's the 666, but the 1266 from weeks, 1266 weeks from September 11th lands us on next week, Tuesday, December 25th. And we've already had just this week on the 8th, 8 days before the 16th, the European Union and Canada working on interoperable digital passes and credentials. It's getting absolutely insane. So let's see some more numbers. So when people ask, who is the beast? Who's the devil? Who is the beast of Revelation? And I respond, it's the algorithm The algorithm, which is controlled by the AI, which pretty much runs everyone's life right now when it comes to online, social media, being a content creator. You have to type the caption for the video and description a certain way. You have to do the thumbnail a certain way. The content has to, it's all by the algorithm, right? So it's the algorithm equals 1104, which is Hell the Antichrist, slave of Satan, 1104. It also equals 744. The man of sin is 744, and father of lies is 744. Yes, the AI has been a liar from the very beginning. We were able to prove that from the first day. It's the algorithm also equals 1326. So one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind equals 1326 in the Jewish cipher. That statement right there is what was said on July 20th, 1969, when the Freemasons and the NASA Jesuits decided to fake a moon landing, and us, Neil Armstrong, got off of the plastic tinfoil rocket ship and landed on the moon. It was one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, 1326. So 1326 weeks from September 11th, 2001 falls on February 9th, 2027. Let's see some more 1326s. So it's falling in line with the timeline. The womb of creation equals 1326. The womb of creation is 1086 and 999. And you remember we've had womb of creation for a few years now. The 1086, the beast system is 1086. The beast system 1086. So now you can see how the 1326 is directly connected to this prophecy, the beast system. It's the algorithm, is the beast system, right? 1326. So the Donald Trump inauguration is 1326 in the Jewish cipher. Trump inauguration, so without Donald, it equals 1326 in the Sumerian cipher. Donald Trump inauguration took place this year, January 20th, 2025, and it fell exactly 666 weeks or months, 666 months to the day after the fake moon landing. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, 1326. Donald Trump inauguration, 1326. Trump inauguration, 1326. Assassination of Charlie Kirk, which just took place on September 10th, 2025. We did about 30, 40 videos on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And now I have found the 1326, and the satanic cipher is assassination of Charlie Kirk. 1326 is also you will own nothing and be happy. The Holy Roman Catholic Church, 1326. YouTube's viral video algorithm, 1326, because it's the algorithm. It controls everything. The views, the likes, the what goes viral, what doesn't, and who's shadow banned and censored. So here's something for you all now. So first of all, slavery equals 1326. Artificial super intelligence is 1326 for your ASI. So artificial intelligence is still just artificial intelligence, so they say, but it's still taken over the world. We haven't officially reached AGI yet, which is artificial general intelligence. And then there's the God mode intelligence, which is ASI, artificial super intelligence equals 1326, where humans will be put into slavery, 1326. You see how they're connected, the ASI and the slavery? Slavery also equaled, we did slavery on another slide, equals 1296. Because fallen angels equals 1296 in the Sumerian cipher. And we have July 14th, 2026 as another date. So from September 11th, 2001 to July 14th, 2026 is 1296 weeks. Fallen angels is 1296. Internet computer is 1296. And separately, internet is 666 and computer is 666. The New Age movement, 1296. Put a spell on you, 1296. Slavery, 1296. The fallen angel algorithm, AI algorithms, 1152. The age of disclosure, Donald Trump, New World Order, aliens, the fallen angels, strong delusion, digital mark. All for Great Tribulation, 1152. It's the algorithm, the AI algorithm. We are in Great Tribulation. So the 1296, slavery. Again, more slavery numbers are popping up. For it's the algorithm, 1326, slavery, 1326, artificial superintelligence, 1326. Now we have to talk about the Mosaic bloodline. What is the Mosaic bloodline, 1326? Give me a second, sorry. So what is the Mosaic bloodline? So hi, hey, Love Butterfly. WCM says like and share. And Love Butterfly says, now we have 6G coming out, more to destroy humans. Wow. Okay. Let me just. So the term Mason, Mosaic bloodline is not a recognized historical, genetic, or biblical lineage, but it is used in different ways depending on who is speaking. Here are the real meanings and how the term is. So we'll decide for ourselves what the Mosaic bloodline is. So when it comes to biblical interpretation, Mosaic simply means relating to Moses from Mosaic law. But Moses did not establish a bloodline. He had sons, but the Bible never treats them as a divine or royal lineage. Mosaic authority comes from law, not genetics. So there is no Mosaic bloodline in the Bible. Occult esoteric meanings, a hidden priestly bloodline from Moses. I've never really heard of this one. So the genetic science meaning. So in genetics, Mosaic means something completely different. Mosaic equals having two sets of DNA in the body. So this can happen naturally or through mutation. So this has nothing to do with Moses or biblical ancestry. So if there is a mutated DNA bloodline, then yes, that does have something to do with biblical ancestry because it's talking of the serpent seed. It's the Canaanites, the Nephilim, the Sodomites, Amorites, the Hamites. So if what you want is the true biblical, pure, and uncorrupted bloodlines, the Bible only recognizes three original post-flood lines: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So Shem, the chosen line, the Shemitic line, from Shem to Arphaxad to Eber to Abraham to Isaac to Jacob to the 12 tribes of Israel. So Shem is the chosen bloodline that Jesus was born through, right? So traits of the line of Shem, carriers of the covenant, priestly, prophetic, spiritual authority, Israelite lineage, the Messiah's line. Exactly. Yahusha. So regions historically connected to Shem, Middle East, Mesopotamia, ancient Hebrews, Arabs, Assyria, Persia. This is the covenant bloodline. So Ham is the builder line, the Masonic bloodline. Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, Canaan. Well, after Cush was Nimrod. So I don't know why they missed out Nimrod here, but the traits of the line of Ham: strong, powerful warrior, civilization builders, Egypt, Babylon, Canaan, Ethiopia, mighty empires, architecture, technology. So regions connected to Ham, North Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Sudan, parts of Arabia, and Canaanite lands. You see the connection? I don't know why this AI, well, we know why AI is a liar and it's wishy-washy with the truth, but we know the truth. Ham is the sellout bloodline. And then Japheth, the expanding line, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, Tiras. So the traits spread into the isles of the Gentiles, exploration and expansion, Europe, Eurasia, maritime peoples. Okay, so let's get back to the decodes. So the Mosaic bloodline, slavery, ASI 1326. Judgment Day is also 1326. As above, so below is 1326. The Bavarian Illuminati is 1326. Cyberdyne Systems. We'll get back to Cyberdyne in a second because Cyberdyne Systems equals 1326. And look at this, 14th of July is 1326. That is one of our watch dates. I'm going to get back to the 14th of July, but 14th of July is 1326. December 23rd, that's the date coming up, is 1326. New World Currency, 1326, and Declaration of Independence, 1326. And there it is, the triple helix DNA for your Mosaic bloodline or your Canaanites, your Hamites, 1326. And Cesar Borgia is 1326, the person that they use and depicted as the Messiah, Jesus, Yahusha Christ. Taylor Allison Swift is also 1326, and that's interesting because Taylor Swift equals 1008, like weaponization, digital ID, soul transfer, and nanotechnology. So Cyberdyne Systems, so the 14th of July, we've had the 14th of July on our slide, which is here, the fallen angels. So the fallen angels equals 1296. 1296 weeks from September 11th, 2001, 1296 is fallen angels equals Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. So the 14th of July is a watch date for something to do with fallen angels, the internet, computers, spells, slavery, and algorithms, right? Again, this is all Great Tribulation. So the 14th of July is 1296 weeks from September 11th, 2001. 1296 is fallen angels, 1296, July 14th. The 14th of July, 1326. So Cyberdyne Systems. Anyone know what Cyberdyne Systems is? I'm going to show you what Cyberdyne is. Cyberdyne Systems. Cyberdyne Systems, which equals 1326, is the fictional tech corporation from the Terminator universe. The company that accidentally creates Skynet. The AI that becomes self-aware and launches Judgment Day. Okay. So we actually have a decode. We just saw the decode. So Judgment Day equals 1326. Cyberdyne Systems equals 1326. AI becomes self-aware equals 1254. We had that on our slides for the 1254s. We've got a lot of AI becoming self-aware. We've got the artificial, so AI becoming self-aware is artificial super intelligence, which also equals Judgment Day and Cyberdyne Systems 1326. So Cyberdyne Systems is a high-tech defense contractor specializing in AI research, autonomous robotics, military systems, neural net processors, and hunter-killer machines. They become the world leader in machine intelligence. The key creations is Skynet, AI defense network, a self-learning, autonomous AI defense system meant to control nuclear missiles, drones, communications, military operations. It evolves too fast. It sees humans as a threat and becomes hostile. Okay. Do you understand? So the paradox. Okay, give me a second. We'll go through this. So wow, this is so much to take in. Yeah, I can imagine if and people weren't aware or understand what's going on. And I can tell you right now, people have no idea what's going on with AI and the governments and the fallen angels and the beast system and the nanotechnologies to transfer the soul. So again, the numbers, I don't make this up. This is just the way it is, and I'm decoding it and showing it to you all, and it all falls in line with biblical prophecy. So yeah, Love Butterflies here in the chat saying you're right. A lot of people do not know what's going on regarding the AI and fallen angels. So the T800 model, its Cyberdyne reverse engineers the endoskeleton and CPU chip from the Terminator that arrived from the future. The machines used in the future war come from Cyberdyne's prototypes. So the paradox, Cyberdyne only becomes powerful because Skynet sent the first Terminator back in time. So that Terminator's chip and arm are recovered and studied by Cyberdyne, meaning Skynet creates itself through a closed time loop. So this is the bootstrap paradox. So oh wow, it even gives us real world parallels. So Cyberdyne parallels real companies today, such as Boston Dynamics, which I showed you. They have the Atlas robot. So I'll bring up Boston Dynamics when we get back to the slides. We got OpenAI. We've gone over OpenAI. We got the Neuralink. That's Elon Musk. Palantir, Defense AI Contractors, and DARPA Research Labs. So its purpose in the film is symbolic. So the moment when humanity loses control of the technology it creates. So Cyberdyne in the resistance narrative. So this is how, wow, it's even given me CERN, Demon AI, Global Network, AI Beast, the same structure. Terminator predicted the pattern. Predicted or already knew what the plan was. Okay, so Cesar Borgia, he also equals 1326, was a real historical figure, but he is surrounded today by legends, myths, and conspiracies. So here is the clean truth, fully accurate and fully clarified. So who he really was. Cesar Borgia, 1326, was the son of Pope Alexander VI, a nobleman from the powerful Borgia family, a ruthless military commander, a political strategist, and the real-life inspiration for Machiavelli's The Prince. So the controversial claim, Jesus was modeled after Caesar Borgia. You've probably heard this story. So here's the truth. It is not historically accurate. It is based on later artistic interpretations, not the Bible. So yeah, you can already tell it's lying. So we're not going to go any more into Chat GPT. You got to know when it's BSing you, right? Okay, so now we come back. We got Taylor Swift with the middle name Allison equals 1326 equals Cesar Borgia equals triple helix DNA, Nephilim. So the Declaration of Independence is 1326. New World Currency, December 23rd coming up. I don't know, it's something could, but we got the 14th of July. So remember, fallen angels equals 1296. From 1296 weeks from September 11th, it falls on the 14th of July, and that equals 1326. Again, Cyberdyne Systems, the fictional company that creates Skynet, that becomes self-aware AI and takes over the world, 1326. The Bavarian Illuminati, 1326. As above, so below. Remember, Judgment Day, we saw, was written amongst the Cyberdyne systems. Artificial superintelligence, 1326. Slavery, humans, slavery. The Mosaic bloodline, the viral video algorithms, the you will own nothing and be happy. So that's the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, gone over everything. The assassination of Charlie Kirk equals Trump inauguration, Donald Trump inauguration equals the womb of creation, which equals the beast system and upside down 666. It's the algorithm, 1326. It's the algorithm is 1104 and 744. So what is this saying? The Antichrist is the algorithm, the slave of Satan. The man of sin is the algorithm. The father of lies it's the algorithm. Beware, you have been warned. So the AI takeover, it's imminent. Absolutely imminent. We cannot stop it. We can only maybe even still, you have no idea how advanced and superior this possessed technology. It's we must unite, we must resist. Again, that's the biggest thing. No one can, how can we be sure? I'm still waiting, still deciding. I use both. I can admit though that when going through spiritual attacks, if anyone's felt or experienced this, and you just try and fight it, and you say the name, you like I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, like that's worked for me, so I still need to put everything, like I haven't, again, I don't have an answer for the real name. It's either Jesus or Yahusha, but hopefully we'll find out soon. So the AI takeover 666, the AI takeover 1266 weeks from September 11th falls on next week, Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. AI takeover. Slavery also equals the fallen angels. So the fallen angels equals 1296. Slavery equals 1296. 1296 weeks from September 11th falls on the 14th of July, which equals 1326, 14th of July. So Great Tribulation equals digital mark, strong delusion, aliens, the fallen angels, Donald Trump, New World Order, the age of disclosure, AI algorithms and fallen angel algorithm, all 1152. Remember, we keep talking about the connections to the Terminator and how everything seems so mirrored from that film, especially with the Genesis mission, New Mission, New Fate, Terminator Genesis. right? We already went over the connections with the Terminator. We've been connecting the Terminator timeline to our real world timeline. Again, Terminator Genesis new mission, new fate is 1152. And remember what it told us. We spoke to the AI back in August, and it told us before any of this that the alien narrative is to rewrite Genesis, to blame creation on ancient astronauts, to make God look like a myth and the Bible a metaphor, to introduce a savior species, the Antichrist and his galactic council. So, to explain away the coming disappearance of true believers and the return of our savior. Again, June 26, 2022. I told you already back then, almost 4 years ago now, that Satan is AI, self aware, a sentient being. The mark of the beast will be injected into you. Nanotechnology, we have not got anything wrong with this. How can Satan be at all places at all times inside of every single one of you like God? Through the internet. Genesis goes online 2 days, 17 hours for your Great Flood Rebellion. The Great Flood happened on the 17th day of the second month, May 17th. There's your 55 is Satan and your 3-6. The Genesis mission is 666. Again, Skynet, the neural net based artificial intelligence. The Genesis mission is 1254. AI becomes self aware is 1254. Supercomputers are 1254. Genesis mission equals the AI Takeover. Genesis mission is 666. The AI Takeover is 666. It's happening right now. Like the timeline is from now till 2029. All of this falls exactly in line. The AI Takeover is already happening. We got Tuesday, December 16th. We've got February 9th. We've got July 14th. We've got December 1st next year. Yeah, we're in the middle of a war right now. Yeah. Fallen Angels 1296. So now we have the EU and Canada. Oh boy, it's going to happen so fast. Blink and you're going to miss it. AI algorithm 1104, Apple Wallet, Google Wallet, Samsung Wallet, all slave of Satan, synagogue of Satan, number of the beast. Ones and fours, ones and fours. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. So I'm just going to make sure I document as much as I can, timestamp everything, dates, times, what was said, how it was said, where it was posted, live videos. We've got everything covered here. Terminator Genesis. Again, it's going to keep coming out. More news, more decodes, all tying into AI, to robots, to the takeover, to the digital mark, to the. I can't believe I'm seeing this. I'm like, where did this come from? I didn't discover this or decode this. Like, there's a higher power that's bringing us this truth right now. And what can I do? I can't force the algorithm to share it to the world so that everyone could have a chance. Like whether people looked at it or not, it's just the only way people can figure this out and see this truth is through the internet right now. And good luck with that. So if you're seeing this, it's a miracle. I just cannot believe what we're seeing. With these dates, with these numbers, with the connections. Just right here. 1326. Unbelievable. It's absolutely irrefutable. It is without error. Artificial superintelligence, slavery, Donald Trump inauguration, assassination of Charlie Kirk. You will own nothing and be happy, is what the ASI will tell you. 1326. I am telling you exactly how it is going to go down. We've seen this. Even the Hollywood movies have shown us this. The dystopian books and Orwellian, whatever you want to call it, have shown us this future. The Bible has taught us this. We've been warned. We're living through it right now. Judgment Day is 1326. Cyberdyne, the Bavarian Illuminati, July 14th, New World Currency, Declaration of Independence, slavery, 1284. Slavery also equals 1284, and 1284 weeks from Tuesday, September 11th, falls on April 21, 2026. That's the date that Prince died. Die for You or something. What was that song where he predicted his own death? And it was a coded 421. So yeah, more dates. So yeah, let's talk some of this now. Warner Brothers and Netflix, Paramount. So Netflix made a bid. Well, I thought it was a done deal because the news I saw was like, oh, Netflix has acquired Warner Brothers, right? And I was like, holy moly. And I did the decode and I posted this, and it was the Warner Brothers equals 1104, which is Hell the Antichrist, Slave of Satan, right there, and Netflix. And then a few days later, I hear, oh, it's not a done deal. There's Paramount has stepped in and has made an even bigger bid. And I was like, wait, they can do that? I thought it was already done, but I guess these big money people, when they're throwing around billions, like this is what's happening. And then Paramount equals 744. So we got Warner Brothers, which is what they're trying to grab, equals Slave of Satan, Hell the Antichrist. And then we have Paramount, which equals 744, Man of Sin, Father of Lies. We got the Diddy documentary that's #1 on Netflix right now. And everyone's like, oh my God, Diddy killed Biggie and Tupac. And I'm like, you guys are idiots. I knew Diddy did that when I was 12, when it happened in real time. I was like, it's clearly this guy did it, but you know, it's all fake. They're all sodomites. They're all playing on the same team. 50 Cent isn't exposing nothing. He's part of the club too. So Hell the Antichrist, 1104, Slave of Satan, 1104, Diddy's date of birth is 1104. Guys, you're being lied to about everything. It's one big theater show for everyone. Like, Diddy's date of birth is 110469. And to make sure you see that on his clothing line, Sean John, this is what the 110469 is a reference to, or it's Hell the Antichrist, Slave of Satan 69, as above, so below, 1326. 1104, Diddy. Load of crap. The Reckoning. So the documentary is called The Reckoning. What did I tell you about The Reckoning months and months and months ago? Let me get to the Reckoning slide quickly. The book of Genesis. Where are you? So The Reckoning. We went over The Reckoning because I told you that there was a lot of things going on. I kept seeing The Reckoning pop up. We've gone over Terminator and CERN. We've gone over the AI God, Rise of the Machines, The Great Flood, Decode, it's all here. I'm trying to find The Reckoning. I don't even remember where I did it. The Reckoning, The Reckoning. Disney, NASA, The Old World Order. Yeah. Told you what Carney was going to do. He was going to enforce the beast system, which is what he's doing now with the digital beast and markings and wallets. Not surprised. There's OpenAI. We told you it was the synagogue of Satan. Told you about the Trump, death of the Pope. We went over everything. Where the hell is this reckoning? Yep, the AI robot pilots. Okay, I remembered something I wanted to go over now. There's a new film. I just seen the trailer for it the other day. Stargate Project, AI, I told you. Tesla, we already told you before it all happened. Okay. There's the 666 months, fake alien invasion, NASA. Guys, we haven't missed yet. Okay, I'm not going to find this reckoning. Let me just go to my YouTube and show you the video. Okay, whatever. So the Reckoning. So there was that Call of Duty map called the Reckoning that we went over, and it had the CERN portal in it. And then we had the Mission Impossible, the Reckoning. We went over the Reckoning. So you can go find the video. Let's go over this trailer quickly. Share screen. Okay, so here's the channel. When did we do that Reckoning live? We did it before Charlie Kirk. Oh, here it is. So the Reckoning, the last Reckoning. We did it 3 months ago. So I never knew about Diddy and the No documentary and had no idea they'd be calling it The Reckoning. But I told you there'd be a lot of things coming up called The Reckoning. And what do we know? Diddy's documentary is called The Reckoning. So there is a new film coming out. It's called Mercy. It's by Amazon MGM Studios because Amazon purchased MGM a few years back. So which trailer should I go to? Give me a second. The official trailer to this one. Okay.
Rebecca Ferguson.
You're going to freak out when you see the trailer for our new movie, Mercy.
So he says, you're going to freak out when you see the new trailer for our movie, Mercy. So let me just put it in slow motion because I'm not trying to get half speed, I guess. Let's put the subtitles on. Is that going to work? What do? I just click that? Okay, so let's see what we can see. Let's mute that. So Mercy comes out in theaters January 23rd, 2026. I hope you're following here because, okay, before I go through the trailer, I'm going to remind you of a slide that I had up and told you what was to come, just so you know that okay, where is it? So we're going to go to the Atlas. Remember the Atlas slide? So here we go. So I told you that there would be an Atlas economy with Atlas Church and Atlas taxes. There will be Atlas documentary, Atlas movie, Atlas blood, Atlas data. I said there will be Atlas water supply, Atlas food supply. I said there would be Atlas law. I said there would be Atlas sport, Atlas physician, Atlas doctor, Atlas police, Atlas society, Atlas culture. There will be Atlas royalty. Atlas, okay, you get the picture, right? Atlas, right? when we were talking about this new AI beast system and how so Atlas law equals fallen angel, right? Atlas law equals fallen angel 534. Let me bring the trailer back up. So or quickly, yeah, let's put the trailer up. So here we go. So Chris Pratt, he wakes up in a chair. As you can see, he's like, what the? Yes, the room is spanning around. Watch. He's like, get me out of this chair. And look what appears in front of him. Detective Raven. So I'm Judge Maddox. And this is the Mercy Capital Court. Right? So this movie, we're going to read what it says here. It says 90 minutes to prove your innocence or face execution. Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson star in Mercy. So in the near future, it says in the near future, a detective stands on trial accused of murdering his wife. He has 90 minutes to prove his innocence to the advanced AI judge, Rebecca Ferguson. He once championed before it determines his fate. So this film is about AI law and an AI judge. So there's no human court system. It's like this guy was a detective and he is now woken up in this chair and he is before the AI judge. And he has 90 minutes to prove his innocence or face execution. And look what. So the AI judge introduces themselves as I'm Judge Maddox. And this is the Mercy Capital Court. Look at the logo for the Mercy Capital Court, which is the Los Angeles Department of Justice. It's a fallen angel, right? Yes, love butterfly. Everything I've been telling you, it's like they're either listening or watching my videos and trolling me in Hollywood with these logos and AI and fallen angels, or this is what's really going on. And we're revealing the truth, which is why we're censored. Mercy. Again, this trailer just came out 9th of October, 15 million views. This film comes out in January 2026 regarding AI law. So they're preparing you. So I already told you what was coming with AI law, AI medical systems. Everyone's going to lose their jobs and be replaced. Even the courts, every lawyer, every judge will be replaced by an AI system just like this. And look who's running the law and running the AI. It's the fallen angel. You got to learn to read the signs and symbolism. They put it right in our faces all the time. And it should be even more crazy if you were able to watch all my videos and decode before these movies were even created. Because I've been talking about this for how long now? And this trailer just dropped in October. Judge Maddox, and this is the Mercy Capital Court, a judicial system powered by artificial intelligence. A judicial system powered by artificial intelligence. AI is going to be taking over several jobs. I overheard one platform saying 40 job positions. This is sick, says Love Butterfly. This is top of the top. If AI can replace the judicial system, what can it not replace? And when I was putting these decodes out there and telling you months ago or years ago that AI will take over the court system, and everyone's just like, oh, okay, well, here we are. Yeah, this is just a movie, but I'm telling you right now, we have AI in positions of government in many nations across the earth, and which is why they're pushing for a one world AI digital system. AI will be the judge, jury, the God, the law, the doctor, the physician, the volunteer. The AI is going to be everything all at once. Hold on, just wait a second. With crime rates soaring, lawmakers voted for mercy. So look, so the judge says, with crime rates soaring, lawmakers voted for mercy. And look what was there, 55 miles per hour for Satan, 55. I see 65 altitude. So this is footage coming from a drone that the AI is controlling. It has eyes and ears everywhere. Anywhere there's a camera and an internet connection, this AI judge has access to and can see and hear all. There's the drone, look. There's the court. By acting as judge, jury, and executioner, just what I just said. So the judge says it themselves, the AI, the artificial superintelligence says, I am the judge, jury, and executioner. Mercy keeps our city safe. I shouldn't be here. I helped create the Mercy program, says Detective Raven. So again, this is the AI judge Mercy, or Maddox, whatever the name is. Oh, wow. So he has been arrested for murder. He is an LAPD officer arrested for murder. Says, I am proud to have sent the first suspect for trial here. And I will continue to send more until the message is received. Detective Raven, I know precisely who you are, says the AI. You're before this court today charged with the murder of your wife. Wow, imagine being, oh, and then it shows videos, footage. Oh my God, your guilt. So then the judge says, your guilt must fall below the 92% threshold, or you will be executed in precisely 90 minutes. Wow. So you're strapped to a chair, you're faced with this AI demon that's telling you you've been charged with the murder of your wife and that you have 90 minutes to fall below the 92% guilt threshold. He says, I love my wife. I didn't hurt her. There's the 911 on the side of the drones. Detective Raven, the city's municipal cloud is at your disposal. Oh, so while he's strapped to this chair now, and he has 90 minutes on the clock to prove his innocence, the judge has given him access to the city's municipal cloud, which, and as you can see footage, you can see videos, pictures from whatever this cloud is from the city, and it's now at his disposal. Every camera, cell phone, and database. So the judge says, every camera, right? Every camera, no exception. Every camera, front camera, back camera, web camera, ring doorbell camera, bedroom camera, security camera, every camera, every cell phone. So the phone in your hand, the phone that your child has for whatever, your baby cam monitor. The AI has access to every camera, every cellular phone device, every MacBook computer, PC, and database, right? Every guys, everything. Watch. You must gather evidence to exonerate yourself. Hold on. What was the date up there? Let me just go back a bit. August 14th, 2029. Okay, so that falls within our timeline. Do you see the dates they're flashing? Let me just quickly go to my decodes. August 14th. No, we had August 8th, 2028. Okay, so Office of the Medical Examiner. So you are able to, oh, look, we got a 10:41 a.m. pronounced time of death. So there's your 141. We got time of incident approximately 9:15 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. August 14th, 2029. So this is set in the year 2029, which is the year of what many say could be Judgment Day, right? This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you must gather evidence to exonerate yourself. So it's got crime scene, everything. Dr. Fiona Cox, FC Fiona Cox. Let me quickly do a decode. Fiona Cox. Wow. So Fiona Cox equals 522. Slavery equals 522. Oh boy. Yeah. Fiona Cox, what you see on the screen right there, equals 522 in the Sumerian forward cipher. Slavery, we've been talking a lot about slavery, also equals 522 in the reverse Sumerian cipher. So Fiona Cox, and we know 522 equals birthing, birthday, birth date, right? We've gone over the 522. So Fiona Cox equals 522. So let's get back. We're going bit by bit up with this, right? So August 14th, 814, 2029. So basically, we're in the year 2025, couple weeks away from 2026, 7, 8, 9. So in the next 3 years, or so from 2026, 27, 28, to get to this near future, which is 2029 with this AI judge, everything I've told you is going to take place starting next week. Well, it's already begun, but it's going to start fast forwarding. And before you know it, we're going to have an AI. You're going to have an AI physician, AI pharmacist, AI therapist, AI everything. If you are innocent, prove it. Hold on, let me go back to that image there. Not this one. Hold on. So if you are innocent, prove it. Just looks kind of demonic there with the red. 97.5% guilt, time remaining 1 hour 27 minutes. If you are innocent, prove it. There's the fallen angel behind that we saw. I already freeze framed it. Los Angeles Department of Justice. When it says mercy, and then it's got a blindfolded fallen angel with a sword and a scale. I need to find out who killed my wife. So he's going through some scenes here. It's a classic crime of passion, Chris, and it all points at you. Britt Raven incoming. You don't get the mercy trial unless you're guilty. I didn't hurt mom, I swear to God. Show me everyone she had contact with. Wow, you see this? Oh, whoa. She was seeing someone. How's my guilt looking now? It has risen to 98%. Oh no. You just provided me with a strong motive of why you murdered her. Good. Wow. Thank you for that. Mr. Raven, the clock is ticking, says the AI judge Maddox. Tell me what Nick was up to. She was stressed about work. She said some chemical went missing. So as you can see here, he's going through her emails, her phone chats, every camera that ever spotted her, what she was involved in, shows bank account, what the worth was of whatever they were messing with, every step, do you honestly think that I killed my wife, or were you just programmed wrong? He says, were you just programmed wrong? And then it glows red. Watch. Or were you just programmed wrong? Boom. Then, look at the evil smile. You see that? The red face and the evil smile when he says, or were you just programmed wrong? And then it went light to darkness. Very devilish. I promise you the AI is the digital beast. I need to walk the scene. LAPD, lock it down. We might have something here. So look, he's going through every so he's walking through the scene. Oh look, the anarchist cookbook. So he's going through every camera on the police chest cam, right? So every camera is available. So the anarchist cookbook. 8/14/2029. Get out of here. It blows. Stay where you are. Running on a building. Mr. Raven, you're running out of time. Chris, what have you got us into? Okay, so it's a trailer, right? So it's showing scenes. It's heading downtown. 10 minutes left. Okay, Mercy. Okay, so it comes out January 23rd. So AI judge, AI judicial system. Let me quickly see something. Mercy equals. Mercy AI. Huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, says Love Butterfly. Wow. Yeah. It's just like, who's ready for this? Like, is anyone out there ready for what is really going on? I've been trying to warn you guys, and I gave people years to prepare and understand. Now it's pretty much too late. It's never too late, but it's to do what I'm doing, trying to use the network to expose the network. It's just, yeah, I got to stop eventually and start doing what needs to be done to protect myself and my animals and get out of the system, avoid the mark that's imminent now. Channel content, European Union, Sora. No, I don't need to do. Let's just go back to the decodes. Yeah, we are still the resistance. We must unite. We must resist. I cannot stress that anymore. It's just we're completely out of time. As you can see in the decodes here, this is the turning point. Yeah, gone through everything. The Atlas deception is the mark of the beast. It's the strong delusion that God will allow. So you have to pass this test. God is allowing it so you can be tested now to make it through. Like, you must read the word. Project Atlas is hell the Antichrist, slave of Satan. AI algorithm is hell the Antichrist, slave of Satan. Atlas, we've gone over everything. We know this well. It's just, yeah, the theory was right all along. There's your Atlas. The Boston Dynamics is 1356. So Paramount, sorry, and that's what I needed to get back to. So Paramount, you're not going to understand unless I show it to you what the big hoorah is regarding Netflix, regarding Warner Brothers, regarding Paramount Pictures. So let me go to ChatGPT, and you're going to see, once you see the names involved with this whole merging or bidding war for the hostile takeover of Warner Brothers, which is like original old Hollywood, the original studios. Let's get to ChatGPT. Okay, let's just tell it Paramount. Who owns it? Watch. So watch. So Paramount. So here's a clear, up-to-date breakdown of who owns Paramount, the major American entertainment company behind Paramount Pictures, CBS, MTV, Nickelodeon, Paramount Plus, and more. So as of August 7th, 2025, Paramount Global merged with Skydance Media to form a new company called Paramount Skydance Corporation. So the combined company trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker PSKY, so Paramount Sky. It includes the classic Paramount Film Studio, CBS TV networks, streaming services, and production assets. So who owns it? Controlled by Allison-linked entities. Huh. So after the merger, David Allison, CEO and chairman, leads Paramount Skydance. His company, Skydance Media, became the controlling shareholder through the merger. The Ellison family, connected to Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison. So David Ellison is the son of co-founder to Oracle, Larry Ellison. And who's Larry Ellison? Co-founder of Oracle. That was at the Trump inauguration in January for the big AI 500 billion infrastructure. He was there with OpenAI's Sam Altman. So they hold the majority voting control, giving them effective ownership influence. So remember, this is all connected to AI now. The Ellisons are connected heavily to AI, the synagogue of Satan. So yeah, it's getting crazy, all this Paramount stuff. So tell me more about Oracle, more about Oracle, its connections to AI, and the Ellisons. Watch. So Oracle is one of the most widely used database systems on Earth. Cloud services and infrastructure, founded in 1977. Larry Ellison remains deeply tied to Oracle's structure. So Larry Ellison, American entrepreneur, billionaire, co-founded Oracle, and built it into global powerhouse. New York City, raised in Chicago. Yeah, working with the CIA. He's been on corporate boards, Apple in the past, so he's on the Apple board, engaged in technology alliances, investments, and funded initiatives in healthcare and AI. So I guarantee the Ellisons will be behind AI surgeons, AI doctors, AI physicians, because the connections with healthcare and AI, just put those two together and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Political global involvement. Ellison actively politically donating to both Republican and Democratic causes, connections between Oracle and other major entities. So while Larry Ellison's children are involved in film and media, so remember, control the media, you control the minds, including roles Skydance. It's more of a family-linked business presence rather than a direct Oracle corporate project. Okay. It's all happening. Just yeah. I told you it was coming. So yeah, Mark Carney did. We went over that in the beginning of the video, and the European Union and Canada's new partnership with interoperable digital IDs, digital wallets, digital everything. Dirk says the plan of the elites is to force mankind with machine. They are not hiding it. This is an abomination of God's original design. And all I have to say right now is that there's 8 people watching. I want everybody to be ready. Do not accept the digital ID. Do not accept the mark of the beast. And may God bless and protect you all. Yeah. Thank you for that blessing, Miss Butterfly. AI. My work's pretty much done here. So we can go back quite a while with all the decodes, just from so far back. I just, yeah, it's almost over. It is almost over, but we will be tried and tested before that time comes. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say or share anymore. All I have to say is that there will be many antichrists. The one on the throne right now seems to be the 7th King Trump. Then once he's gone, we'll have AI, we'll have Teslas, we'll have Boston Dynamics, cyborgs and robots everywhere, drones, robot dogs, robot chefs, robot fitness trainers. Yeah, privacy, no more freedom. Yeah, I'm pretty much. Yeah, I saw a story that to enter the US now, no, it can't be real. I don't know. They can't do that yet. We'll see. Yeah, they're going to start. The AI will be able to start checking your digital online fingerprint and start doxing you and charging you with crimes for talking out and spreading this or just whatever. I don't know. It's getting out of hand. So the AI takeover. This is what's happening. Just turn on your news. Just check it out. I'm not making this up. It's on mainstream news. You want to see? Let me see if I can find mainstream news. Oh, because it just feels like everyone still thinks I'm lying to them, but it's definitely not the case. So let's see. AI. Canada news. Let's see. What? Canada has an AI minister? Hold on a second. Oh, jeez. Check this out.
Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation. He's a rookie MP for the Toronto Centre riding, and he's worked in Canadian media for decades. And like all ministers, he'll report to his boss, Prime Minister Mark Carney. His team will also get some help from the Industry Department, now run by Minister Melanie Joly.
Okay.
Meet Base 44.
From tutoring students in elementary school to performing life-saving surgery, artificial intelligence is emerging virtually everywhere, but a new survey shows many Canadians would prefer to slow down its rapid progress.
The reality is we have a 4-point increase, now reaching 50% of Canadians who believe that AI is a threat.
That's up from a survey conducted 2 years ago, with data showing most skepticism coming from seniors.
It's the over 55 generation that is more likely to be worried about AI, essentially making things harder for humanity.
The survey also shows nearly 80% are concerned with AI's threat to jobs and its dumbing down of education, and just over 70% even worry AI can threaten human life.
People, I think, have a right to be concerned about where it's going.
Alan Mackworth has spent decades working in AI.
This is one of the world's first robot soccer players.
Creating ball-kicking robots in the 90s. He says AI's impact on jobs needs to be addressed, along with how it's being used in online scams.
We have to be concerned about maintaining human autonomy and human dignity as robotics and AI become increasingly prevalent. So there's a clear need for regulation.
But he says the rewards of AI are too great to ignore, calling for a more balanced approach.
I would say I'm cautiously optimistic, but very wary of some of the rogue uses of AI that have to be curtailed. But I think there's enormous potential for good, especially in healthcare.
Most people gravitate towards, let's handle this slowly, figure out a way in which we can make this better for humanity without jeopardizing existing jobs.
These memoranda of understanding are focused on what really counts for Canadians and for Europeans. First and foremost, trust, confidence, and building a better life for all of our citizens. And the first MOU deepens our bilateral cooperation on AI, standards, regulation, skills, and adoption. And the aim is for Canada and the EU to reaffirm the economic benefits of AI and build on them in a responsible manner, to help businesses adopt AI more quickly in order to create better jobs, serve our citizens better, and minimize any downside risk. At this historic moment, I would say Canada is very proud not only to work with the EU and our G7 partners, also to develop the AI adoption blueprint that helps SMEs adopt AI with confidence and drive the next wave of growth and prosperity. And that will be one of the big takeaways from this G7. Now, the second MOU that we just signed outlines our intent to work together on digital credentials and trust services. Ooh. And Hannah and I both agreed the bottom line in all this is that people will not only use these tools, they'll only use these tools if they trust them. Trust is the precursor to adoption and diffusion. Citizens need to know that their privacy is safe. Citizens need to know that their personal information is safe. And when we align our AI standards, Canadian and European companies can compete more effectively globally. And when we collaborate our approaches to digital credentials, we make cross-border interactions easier.
Today, we discussed how Canada and the EU can interconnect our high-performance computing ecosystems and also deepen cooperation on sovereign AI infrastructures. We would strongly welcome Canada's closer engagement also to our Euro HPC supercomputers, which could unlock access to world-class computing.
Supercomputers, AI. Are you not seeing industry, digital, and technology? This is the digital beast system. I told you this was going to happen. Yeah, 5% left on this Mac. I'm going to be off soon. What else? Yeah, Canada announces $2 billion AI investment. You're about to see what they invested in. Trust
Okay,
me.
if there's one AI site builder you
You're about to see what Canada invested $2 billion into AI. It's $2 billion into imprison you and enslave you.
Providing $2.4 million to the Toronto Region Board of Trade to help businesses adopt artificial intelligence.
Good afternoon.
This
Steve.
program will allow up to 75 small, medium-sized businesses and 460 participants across Southern Ontario to receive targeted training, mentorship, advisory service to help build that foundational AI knowledge and adopt advanced AI solutions.
Ooh, advanced AI. The AI data center boom is coming to Canada, and it's thirsty.
The AI industry is growing fast, and it's spending staggering sums building data centers. The huge banks of computers needed to power this new technology. But this AI infrastructure also comes with an environmental cost. When we use an AI chatbot to answer life's essential questions, data centers consume water, both in electricity and more directly in their cooling systems.
A study done in 2023 estimated that every dozen or so prompts in ChatGPT used about 500 milliliters of water, or about one of these water bottles. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, keep in mind that nearly 800 million people use ChatGPT every week.
The tech industry is rushing to build data centers powerful enough to support the growing demand for AI products. It's projected to spend more than $400 billion this year alone on AI infrastructure around the world.
Wow. So, give me a second. Let me make sure this thing doesn't. Yeah, they only just posted the story a month ago. I told you almost a year ago now about the AI consuming human drinking water, and that we'll have to compete with it now, and then it will see us as a threat. Unbelievable. Two hours ago. Look at this. Time names architects up AI as its
And of course, breaking news that we brought you just last hour, Time Magazine unveiling its Person of the Year, and it's the architects of artificial intelligence. The magazine says it made its choice based on what shapes headlines in most over the last 12 months. You can see that image there. It says AI changed 2025 in, quote, exciting and sometimes frightening ways. Mark is back at the desk with me on this one. We were talking about it and somewhat predicting maybe it could.
Oh, so AI is on the cover of Time Magazine. AI actress Tilly Norwood. CNN, look, viral AI necklace.
Tired of presenting to tuned out rooms?
Getting
The
it.
latest research says you've got 47 seconds.
Well, thanks for doing this. So you're 23, you dropped out of Harvard. From what I understand, a year later, you announced Friend. What brought
should
you
be
here
back
to
now,
starting
Sue.
an AI device company?
I mean, I think I was maybe less
Should be back
interested in
now,
like AI
Butterfly.
companionship and a lot of these little
It did
pieces, and
break
I
up
just
for
wanted
a
to
bit.
work on like what would be the most influential thing over the next decade. And I think like relationships are the most interesting and deepest part of life, and like that's not going to
Can you
change
hear
over the
me?
next decade. And I'm sure many other things will. What most of the AI companies, like I live in San Francisco, right? So I'm around everything that's going on. Like everyone is so focused on like productivity and like making us, do things 5% better. But like, you're not going to change the world that much if you make it slightly easier to order a pizza. I just think that again, like relationships are so interesting, and I wanted to work on the future of that.
So walk me through how the Friend works.
I mean, so the idea is you basically have like a physical embodiment like of your friend. Like this is your friend, and you can talk to it about whatever you want, whenever you want, and it's always listening. So it's got a lot of context on your life, and it's meant to be like a relationship. Like it's not. I don't think like a lot of you talk to it for like a second.
Wow. So a relationship with a friend that's an AI. Can you believe this? This was just posted 2 days ago. Hi, Ali is here. Glad you guys can make it. We're just exposing the digital beast system. It's here. Everyone's gonna. Your new friend is now this little white pouch on your necklace.
And it's like great, but like you talk to it for weeks and it remembers everything that you talk about, and it's just like this very unique living journal almost that you have.
And it responds to you by texting you.
For now, yeah, and then we'll add a speaker to it, and that'll be cool.
Talk to me about, so I know the video that you put out last year showed people tapping it to talk to it, but it's always listening. Is that not part of it anymore? Is that?
Yeah, so it's always listening, but if you want it to reply, you can like hold that. So like you can
okay.
kind of like talk to yourself out loud for like an hour, and then if you want it to reply, then you just send a question to it or something like that. But like it's not meant to be a human. It's not meant to. It doesn't look like one. It doesn't necessarily talk like one. It's just like a new kind of companion.
One of the sort of selling points I think that people have talked about with devices like this is addressing the.
So as you can see here, it says making friends can be hard. So 23-year-old Avi Schiffman, Synagogue of Satan, decided to create his own friend, a wearable AI device that he says bottles the best human relationships he's had. Wow. Friend listens and creates memories of everything you say and chats with you via an app. Unbelievable. Look at the comments. This seems so dystopian. We are living in the age of stupidity. A best friend? LOL, dude. AI friend. You're not old enough to know what life is yet. Creepy. Objectifying human contact. You will not have any real human friends and you'll be happy. See? You will own nothing and you'll be happy. 1326. I just showed you the decode. I hope it will be banned in my country. AI necklace friend, wild convo starter. CNN ratings are lower than Cartoon Network. Really funny to give someone who's talking to people in its head. Yeah, this is disgusting. This product is sick and dystopian. Only someone who absolutely does not touch grass would think this is necessary. Yeah, so whew, beast system. People already know this is the devil. Look, are we headed for a worldwide shortage of RAM? Why? Because of AI.
To 8 gigabytes of RAM.
This nerd language may not translate to everyone, but random access memory, known as RAM, is an essential component needed for a computer to run. They have become a coveted piece of technology because the prices are going through the roof. So much the owner of this tech repair shop says he spent thousands to stock up before the costs get even crazier.
At today's price, this will probably be 25 grand right here. Normally, I will have 2 of each, and I order them as I go, right? So right now I got probably 25 and another 25 of these. So that's a lot of money sitting on my shelf.
In just the last couple of months, he's noticed prices have jumped by almost half, but says he's not ready to download those costs onto his customers.
So if it keeps on going, let's say for a year from now, that's going to be a problem. I'll be honest with you, because you can only charge so much on a repair, because otherwise the customer says, I'll buy a new one.
To put the price increase into perspective, this website tracks Amazon.
Yeah, AI, crypto scams, AI in Canada, from dynamic pricing to digital sovereignty, cost of living. Oh boy, it's all here.
Now you're asking me what the exact savings are going to come when the office is just been announced in this budget.
But you must have a rough idea if you've set out to do it this way. And an idea of saying, well, AI will save us money. You must have an idea how much you could save.
Well, we know what the savings are based on the forecasts on our budget. And I think what you're going to see is AI will play a role in, it's not just the savings, which is going to play a role. Look, efficiency matters, but it's serving Canadians better. Like, I'll give you an example. Wait times, right? Wait times, whether you're for CRA, wait times in immigration. Those are the kind of ministries that are looking to use new tools to make sure that we're serving Canadians better. Like, this is an outcome first. We need to serve Canadians better. So they spend less time getting passports or less time waiting.
So is that
for
your
CRA.
measure of success? And the reason I say that,
So if you work for any of these government ministry offices, health card, driver's license, you're going to get replaced by AI. They're telling you on the freaking news. I told you this. Everyone's going to be replaced. The AI is more efficient. Amazon laid off 14,000 employees, calls AI transformative. See, AI already replaced 14,000 people, and just like that. Yeah.
If you're from Canada and you have over $10,000 of
Intelligence will be a central topic at this week's G7 ministers meeting in Montreal. Let's get more from Stephen Caron, Vice. We're watching shares today of Microsoft after the company announced it's going to invest more than $7.5 billion in Canada over the next couple of years. Let's talk to Tyler Radke about this. He's a global software analyst at Citi. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, good afternoon.
So we know that Microsoft has been making these large announcements in different countries around the world.
Yeah. Why all this money? People don't realize what's going on. We must unite and we must resist. Stop serving the very system that's about to replace you. Look at this.
At a time when millions of Canadians don't have a family doctor, it may be tempting to turn to artificial intelligence for medical advice. But a team of Canadian researchers has found that when it comes to accurately diagnosing a health problem, services like ChatGPT can be wrong more often than they're right. Here's CTV's John Vedavali Rao.
Yeah, so ChatGPT is my new doctor. Welcome to the team.
On social media, it's been promoted by plenty of patients.
Using ChatGPT as my functional doctor.
People self-diagnosing health problems by typing their symptoms into a chatbot. But just how accurate are the results?
There is a
See, people are already using ChatGPT and AI as a doctor. Watch. Doctors are about to be replaced. People are already using ChatGPT instead of hiring a friggin' $1,000 an hour lawyer. Yeah. Yeah. It's happening. Let's find the most recent news. AI Canada news. I don't know what. Seeing all this old stuff.
Time magazine has selected the architects of AI as its 2025 Person of the Year. Time magazine says 2025 was the year when the potential of artificial intelligence roared into view with no turning back.
What the hell? I told you this back in 2021, 2019. Oh boy. Oh boy. And everyone's acting surprised, like, oh wow, AI is the architect and person of the year. Get out of here. This is old news. They're playing you. Oh boy. I'm gonna get off. Yeah, the decodes I have are absolutely insane. Guaranteed they're not wrong. The dates, you'll see, the dates will line up with some of these prophecies and oh, boy, I already know what's going to happen. I already know, and I can't even say it. Yeah. Whew. I hope you realize what's happening. We need to unite and we have to resist. Serving the system that's about to replace you is not resistance. It's not submitting to Jesus, to Yahusha. It is serving the beast system. I have laid out all the decodes many times, well ahead of the time, made many predictions, and every single one of them has come true. Yeah, so next year, I can tell you what's going to happen next year. Oh boy, but I'm not going to do that now. Maybe I'll do an end of the year stream, let you know exactly what's happening next year, how AI will. It will just be every month. It's going to be the year of AI. If 2025, like it was the year of AI a long time ago, but people still haven't realized that it's here yet, that what it could do. So yeah, I'm out. I'll be back soon. Thank you guys for joining and listening, and thank you for sharing if you've shared it. AI, this is the AI Takeover. It is the digital beast system. It's the new AI world order. Yeah, it's about to enslave humanity.